What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. There's now seeing Fani Willis, the district attorney over in Fulton County, Georgia, delivering a death blow and stabbing her Trump racketeering case directly in its heart, guys. Putting an end to these charade antics that she's been eagerly pursuing on Donald Trump. You know, this and her corruption has sank this ship, guys. I'm excited to check out what's going on here. What kind of new evidence came forth on Miss Fani Willis and her wrongdoings as a district attorney. So I'm going to get straight to the update and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end so I can get my thoughts on the back end. And also YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight to the news. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
She blew it. That's what legals say of DA Fani Willis. That case is done and cooked. You did this. So this is our victory lap. I just want Fani Willis to know, if you're watching this, you can take a long vacation now and take a trip with Nathan Wade. You can go on your Caribbean vacation. Go spend taxpayer dollars and take a nice trip, because you do not have a case to prosecute against Trump anymore. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. We're going to read this article from Newsweek. Headline: Fani Willis blew it, legal experts say. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, who is to blame for the delay in former President Donald Trump's Georgia election interference case, some legal experts have said. I just want to point the blame back at Fani Willis. Her own criminal actions did this. She tried to get Trump. Trump didn't have to even do anything. This is one of his co-defendants that brought this up about Fani Willis's illicit affair.
Breaking news: a major legal decision in Trump's Georgia election interference case, and that case is now postponed indefinitely.
An appeals court in Georgia on Wednesday has indefinitely paused the case against Trump. Trump, get back to the golf course, buddy. Have your normal order of 2 Big Macs, 2 Filet-O-Fish, and 1 chocolate shake. True story. Pending a ruling on defendants' efforts to disqualify Willis from the investigation, analysts have criticized the prosecutor leading the case against Trump and his co-defendants, who have been accused of trying to overturn the 2020 election loss in the state. The presumptive Republican presidential nominee has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. Trump: I did nothing. True. Quote: she has just stabbed the case right in the heart, unquote. Clark D. Cunningham, an expert legal ethics and law professor at Georgia University, told the New York Times. Stabbed the case right in the heart. I don't know how it's going to live. The case, she's going like, the case is fine. I feel happy. I think I'll go for a walk. I'm feeling energized. No, your case is gone. Stabbed in the heart because of you. Because you stabbed Nathan Wade's wife in the heart.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis had been promising that, quote, the train is coming. She had wanted a televised trial to start on August 4th. But that is not happening. A Georgia appeals court putting a stop to the trial while a panel of judges decides whether Willis should be disqualified.
Willis came under scrutiny after it emerged she had a relationship with Nathan Wade. Nathan Wade, put that on your dating track record when you do your dating app. Say, the last girl I was with, I destroyed an entire case against the president. Dating you has its consequences, Nathan. A special prosecutor she hired in the case. Defendants alleged that Willis and Wade had benefited financially from taxpayers' money. That later admitted they had a relationship, but denied a conflict of interest. No, although we're making a lot of money off the government and spending it on our own trips, and we're washing it through this lawsuit, there's no conflict of interest. Following a hearing, Judge Scott McAfee allowed Willis to remain on the case as long as Wade resigned, and he eventually did. And Fani Willis went back to her home, laid her head down on a pillow made of $15,000 that she keeps stuffed in her mattress. You know, it's a black thing. I wouldn't know.
Trump's legal team wants her out because of her romantic relationship with the top prosecutor on the case.
On Monday, a tentative October docket date was set for Trump's appeal of the judge's order declining to disqualify Willis. On Wednesday, the court paused the case while the argument plays out It is now almost almost certain that the case will not go to trial before the president election in November. So its whole goal, its whole task did nothing. You know what? I'm going to throw in this video, this legal clip by Jim Jordan over on the Benny Johnson show, where he talks about a bit of the timeline on Fani Willis that proves she only conducted this investigation because of Trump, the timing.
You talk about politics. Fani Willis starts her investigation in February 2021. She doesn't bring charges against President Trump until after he declares he's running for president.
Quote, the history books will look back on what the country lost by not having a televised trial before November 24, 2024. And historians will wonder what Fani Willis was thinking. And they'll just scratch their heads, unquote. She'll look like, they'll go, what were you doing? Is how history will remember this grifter. Anthony Michael Kreis said that, a constitutional law professor in Georgia, told The Guardian, quote, I don't know how much Judge McAfee could have done between now and the appeals pendency anyway, but the real loss is McAfee's ability to deal with the question of presidential immunity and the supremacy clause over the summer. Blah, blah, big words. What that means is we're having a party. 2 Big Macs. Put me down for 2 Big Macs, 2 Filet-O-Fish, and a chocolate shake. Speaking to Newsweek, Scott Lucas, professor in international politics at University College in Dublin and a specialist in U.S. foreign policy, said the Trump defense delay tactics were always going to make a trial before November election unlikely. So that was a very good strategy.
Now, the appeals court is not even scheduled to hear arguments on that part of it until October, just weeks before Election Day, which makes it almost certain that there will not be a trial before in-person voters head to the polls in November.
Quote, while this case will not go to trial by November, and while we see what the resolution will be about Fani Willis's status, the driver behind that is not the facts as they stand, but it is the Trump defense camp's motions to continue to delay the trial, unquote. Therefore, her strategy didn't work. His strategy did work. That's 5 points for America up on the board and 0 points for George Soros. I wonder how many hundreds of $millions he blew on her appointment on this bad strategy. You put your money into a grifter, you get bad results. Wednesday's stay means Judge McAfee will not be able to rule on whether Trump should have presidential immunity from prosecution in Georgia, as the latter has urged. The Supreme Court decided in February to hear the immunity issue, but has yet to issue a ruling. So they're all hinging on that. This, along with more potential motions from the defense, would also have entailed delays. So this is good news. Happy ending. Wrap Fani Willis in a bow and tuck her in your pillowcase full of $15,000 because she done. All done, Fani Willis. No more from you. I'll be curious. Hey, if you want to come on the show, get on here and let's play.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those of you who want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. We just seen a big fat I told you so moment for the Soros-backed district attorney Fani Willis, guys. George Soros and all of the left, you know, these foreign agents, these justices that really trusted Fani Willis to be able to carry out this racketeering case, guys, to drive this bus. We all knew, we've been saying it all along, that Fani Willis was not capable of being able to drive this bus from point A to point B, guys. She would crash it out somewhere, or she'd either make a detour, a couple pit stops in order to drop a little bit of the cash off at her residence. Like Doug's been saying, you know, she likes to keep $15,000 at the house at least, guys. So wouldn't be surprised if she was tucking a little bit more of that George Soros money into her pillowcase. And her and her boyfriend Nathan Wade could take more trips after this whole thing blows over. I mean, heck, who knows? That district attorney Fani Willis's main goal or objective of this whole case may have just been to to launder and extort money from George Soros in the district attorney office that she holds, guys. Her main goal may not have been to actually prosecute Donald Trump. She may have knew that goal was way out of reach and she was way out of her league, but she did know if she played along for long enough that she'd be able to rack in and launder a little bit more of that money from George Soros, her district attorney office. And that's honestly what I think this whole thing was for Fani Willis, because I just can't see how you would have failed this hard. You know, the mistakes she's made, the amount of corruption, the mounds of evidence that have been left. She's left like a little trail behind her to all the dirt she's done. I mean, there's no way this hasn't been intentional. You know, she hasn't been trying to actually prosecute Donald Trump, because she's failed so hard, guys. This case has tripped up, stopped at every single corner. The delayances from Trump, defense, and then Fani Willis and her wrongdoings have just been spewing out, left and right. This case was doomed from the start. Glad the Georgia State Appeals Court is finally waking up to the corruption of District Attorney Fani Willis, her District Attorney's office, bringing about this persecution, trying to interfere with the 2024 election, where they're putting, an indefinite delayance on the case until after November election. Almost certain to see that this won't be starting back up before Donald Trump is sitting in that seat as president, you guys. This all comes as another huge victory for Donald Trump. We just seen Jack Smith getting a good old slap. He ain't getting Jack. Now we got Fani Willis, who is also getting a big slap. She ain't getting Jack, guys. So definitely hop in the comment section, guys. Let me know your thoughts. We just seen another huge update. Another one of these rogue justices that are bringing about this persecution on Donald Trump is getting a slap, running straight into a dead end and a brick wall, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. What are the next steps for Donald Trump once he does get in his seat as president? Does he seek retribution on all these rogue justices that have been coming after him with this legal lawfare, weaponized state, or Department of Justice system, guys? Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, and also make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. You guys share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost one thing, you guys. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.